Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from Truesoulintuition, and we're here to do a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter and Mars to see what's currently going on in your love space and your heart space. And we're going to connect to your spirit guides to hopefully bring forward an honest and clear message for your better self, for your better life, and help you move forward in a current situation or in a situation when you're thinking about somebody. If you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe if you resonate with me as a reader, and if you're returning, thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys for constantly coming back and like sharing and commenting on these videos. I know I've been gone and there was a big break. I did Leo, and then we went into our holiday weekend, or what we call Labour weekend here in New Zealand, which is actually my birthday weekend. And I had lots of fun, chilling, relaxing with my family, and swimming. And I ended up getting the flu. So I do apologise for the big break. And I haven't been able to do proper readings without hacking up a lung. It hasn't been very nice. And no, it's not corona. If anyone's ever worrying, it's definitely not corona. Feeling a lot better today. And I tried to do, every time I tried to do a zodiac reading, my throat would just close up, so I knew it wasn't the right time to really bring these messages forward. I do apologise for that, but I am definitely here to give you a reading, a full in-depth reading with your spirit guide. So we're just going to get straight into it. As you guys know, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, and all the boundaries for this reading are in the description box below, as well as my details if you'd like to contact me and or follow me to Facebook, on my Facebook page there. And I'm actually pretty active on there, more so than here in YouTube, so feel free to follow me over there, guys. Okay, Aquarius, we're going to get into it. We're going to see what your spirit guides are saying that you need help with. I'm going to focus more on your energy in the first part, and towards the end I will definitely bring forward the person that you're currently dealing with, but I'd like to give you some insight on what you need for you and focus in that space. I'm going to connect with these cards for a moment, bringing your energy in, and this is a good time for you to think, say out loud, or to think in your mind any questions that you need answered. Okay guys, I'm just going to take a moment. Okay. It's weird because I got a song and they just said, relax, just do it when you want to go to it. I don't know who needs that, but I just heard that, when you want to go. I don't know that song very well. But you may need to relax about a situation that you might be a little bit worked up over. So we're going to ask for your current energy for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter and Mars. Give it a good shuffle here. What is the collective energy of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars and Jupiter? What is current energy, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars and Jupiter? Oh, okay. Inner trust. That's interesting. So there's a lot of things that you're keeping undercover about how you're feeling. You may not have been confident about a situation. You may have had to really dig deep for some type of insight. And you're starting to realize the contrast between your shadow self and your real self. You know, this is inner trust is when you're going within. So you may be in hermit mode. Conscious connections. I will show these cards. We got 4. Every journey starts with a single step and faith in the process. Okay, so this is going to be a bit meaty, Aquarius. I think for those that really need it. Sorry about my hands in the way, guys. But inner trust, you're going deep, going hermit mode, looking for the light within. Really looking at yourself in the mirror and asking those questions. Why? Why do you do what you do? Why did this happen? Why is my reality like this? There's a very strong contrast here between the dark space behind you, subconscious mind, and the forward space, covered in white, hooded though. So within, you know, I don't know why I keep going back to like, you know, like a message, a messenger. But you know, like how you're sent out by the king, but the king doesn't want you to know anyone, doesn't want anyone to know that you're out delivering a message. So there's definitely something that you want to say, and I feel like you're trying to find the words to say it. Weird. I'm getting a lot of music with you. So you may be listening to a lot of music, but I just got that Tutty song. Was it all the things she said, all the things she said? I can't sing, guys, so just please excuse it. Running through my head, all the things she said. So I think you're really thinking about somebody a lot inside. You're subconsciously playing and looping painful memories over and please stop that. Please stop. You know, when you do that, you hurt yourself. But with inner trust, you're starting to try to justify what happened in your head. You're replaying memories, you're replaying things that were said to you. This could be a lover, this could be a family member, a parent, a friend, you know, a work-based person. And you're just asking, I just don't know, when I look at this person, I just feel like they're just saying, but why? Why? You know, like, why did things happen this way? I feel like you just feel a little bit like luck hasn't been turning in your favor. I feel like you're holding back a lot of emotions. You had these emotions, that's why I said the king didn't want the messenger to be seen. There's a lot of things that you haven't said to somebody or said to people. Here, with conscious connections. This is actually a really good card to have. There's a lot of vulnerability. But see over here, one is quite distracted by these fish. And one's looking back. You know what I mean? So I feel like you might have been distracted by a lot of other people and lost focus on your journey. And been like, we get so good at being distracted in our lives that when it comes to actually focusing and concentrating forward, we find this part hard. So we get distracted by others. You know, these are like little side distractions, little divine detours. And then we kind of look back a lot. We focus a lot on the past, see, there's something about you that's undercover because they've got umbrellas here and over there you've got a hood here. So for me, I feel like you're keeping a lot of things under wraps. You've kept a lot of things to yourself, which is an Aquarius trait, not the greatest at sharing your emotions. You've kept it all undercover. There might be a lot of things and a lot of people that you want to say or talk about, and one that you're somebody from your past that you're very, very attracted to, and that you actually have feelings for and want to be vulnerable towards. You know, you want to be vulnerable to them. But there's this, I don't want to share my conscious connections. It's actually a really good card. This is someone who's making connections consciously. You know, like, you are aware of what this person is, what they do, and you know that this benefits you. Do you know what I mean by that? And there might have been a lot of connections in your life that you subconsciously did, because there's a lot of contrast in your cards between light, colour, and darkness. See the depth. Like, in some of these cards, they're like kind of grey, so they're not fully black. But in these first two cards, the darkness is the contrast. It's really black, really dark. So there's a lot of things that you're keeping to yourself, keeping hidden, not saying. Definitely towards another that reminded you, like you and this person may have been very connected or very similar. But I feel like you're the one that has all the feelings. And this other person is just a little bit like distracted and kind of doesn't know what to do. Like, there's two parts of you. your awakened self or your woke self and your unconscious self, your asleep self. And the asleep self can actually go into autopilot and control your mind. So you're doing things you don't even think that you or haven't put much thought into it. You just go into this autopilot. In your conscious mind, I'm sorry where this is going, guys. This may be a little bit weird for you, but I'm trying to connect into your, because what they're showing me is how your mind's working right now. And a lot of it is like inner stuff. So you're having to deal with your shadows. And you're starting to realize that when you're a lot more conscious of what you're doing, you keep thinking about somebody or something or some type of mistake or some kind of scenario that you keep playing over your head or conversation. And it's to do with someone or something or a person. I want to say a person that you were involved with before. This is someone that you know. This isn't someone new. And here, with every journey starts with a single step. Look at what happens. This is when you realize, okay, I got to do this. This is when you start sharing how you feel. This is when you start saying, hey, guess what? This is me. This is me. I know what I bring to the table. I know the kind of baggage that I carry. See, going on that trip on a famous rocket ship, flying through the skies, little Einstein. So sort of like like this aha moment, this understanding, or it's almost like an awakening. And you look up and you realize, you know what? I can only be me. I've been hiding the real me. I can only be me. I can only live in my truth. I can only control myself. I can only do what I have to do. And I know that I have to take the first step on this journey of my life. And you may feel quite empowered. You may be very vocal. You may decide, you know what, to express yourself, your emotions, all the things you've been holding back. And it's a lot. You see this case? There's a lot. If it's starting to overflow, if anything, you haven't spoken yet, this is starting to build. To speak your mind, to speak your truth to someone that you actually care about. And you want to be vulnerable to this person. Like before you were hiding your vulnerability, and now you're like, you know what? This is full nakedness. This is full vulnerability. And in vulnerability, there is strength. Because it's easy to be hidden. It's harder to be vulnerable. And to show everybody who you are. And be authentic to who you are. Speaking your mind. Speaking your truth. Or at least understanding it. And allowing the transformation and the movement forward. So this is a lot about zero point of gravity. So this is you opening up. This is definitely you opening up here. And taking a single step forward. Now, one step forward doesn't seem like a lot, but for you, it could very much be so. You know what I mean? One tiny little step could be 5 miles for you. You know what I mean? In your journey, because you're choosing the path. You're choosing the way forward. You're choosing to see the light. You're choosing transformation. You're owning your trauma, your baggage, your emotional self. You're owning it. And when you start to own it, you take the reins of your chariot and start moving along the path. There's a lot of complications. There's a lot of components to this situation. It's not just about you. Like whatever you do actually affects others. But even though you understand that, you must realize that if you don't make a choice for you, then you're stuck. And that affects others as well. You know, and if people are happy, I'm just going to say it, guys. If people are happy that you're stuck and uncomfortable when you decide to come forward, those aren't your people. Those are not your people. Your people will want you to evolve. Your people will want you to do better, feel better, act better, you know, be better, you know, have a better life, better reality, better mindset, you know. Your people will want you to be consciously making the right decisions, all right? So if you've got people in your life that are quite happy with you being stuck and miserable or sad or just low-key, you know, feeling down. It doesn't have to be the full extreme, falling apart, breaking down kind of thing. It could just be that you're hiding a lot of your pain, hiding a lot of your sadness, and they don't even know the extent. It doesn't have to be extreme. It could just be just heavy. You know what I mean? But anyway, here we have faith in the process. This is you realizing that this is your chariot, by the way. See how it's very small at the beginning. You definitely have someone looking over you. A couple of people that are helping you, your angels. And even though right now you don't quite fit into the chariot, because you have to actually create the chariot as you go. Now I know I said a chariot and it's just like a little, you know what I mean? But there, like I said, there's a lot of components to create the chariot, to get it to function and work properly. And I feel like with the faith in the process, I feel like it's just a humbleness. This is you being humble. Even when you hit speed bumps, remaining humble. Don't react, respond. You know, like it's more about staying calm here. Because I feel like things may not always go your way. There may be speed bump after speed bump, and a little cart like this and a little chariot. You're going to be feeling everything along the way. Now, Spirit sometimes does this to us when we need to learn that, you know, that very specific thing of reacting versus responding. Now, responding is when you take that moment, you consciously think about the words that you say before you say it. Reacting is when you just literally blast a hole through someone's chest. You know, it's not that extreme. They just said, why so extreme? But I feel like, you know, when you bite, you do it to hurt. And you don't mean it, but it just comes out that way. And then and then when you realize, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know, like you're regretting it. So stay humble. You know what I mean? If you've done something wrong, say sorry. If you've said something out of turn, say sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It just, you know, it's okay to revert back sometimes. If you're going through a journey of awakening, it's okay to revert back sometimes. But just remember to get back in that chariot, no matter how small that chariot is, and stay humble and realize that this is all part of the lesson, or part of the learning, that you're learning to be somebody new. And when you have to let go of old behavioural patterns and old ways of being, of course, it's going to be really hard. And you may react over responding. So just stay humble. And I feel like there's somebody you want to say sorry to. And not so much beg for forgiveness, but just like say, have faith in me that I'm trying to do the best I can do right now. Please understand. You know, have faith in me that I'm trying to change, and have faith in me that I will change. You know, you're asking for people to have faith in you as well. Because you may have said, you know what? I'm moving on up. But moving on up also means that you may need help along the way, and to stay humble. You know, don't let it go straight to your head and blow it up. You know, like don't just remain calm. All right. Stay calm. So I'm just going to bring forward some tarot to confirm these cards, to get a little bit more detail. Inner trust, please. Can I have a card for inner trust? I love it when it does this, guys, because this message is definitely for you. And it's just sitting there like that. Look at that. The Chariot. Isn't that beautiful? The Chariot. What did I talk about? Stay humble, because Spirit is actually going to help you move forward with this inner trust. You had to look within to find every component. It's like you had to find the wheels, the gears, the cart, the horse. You had to start believing that you could be successful in moving forward and being successful. Start your journey, and that's by going within first. You may be dealing with a Cancer. Chariot usually represents Cancer, but there's many, you know. But the thing is, you may have gone your own way. I don't know why, because I just heard that song. You can go your own way, and you've tried to be successful. You know what I mean? You're trying to be successful in what you do. You know, this is just understanding the higher perspectives or the higher characteristics that you want to embody with the inner trust. It's like having faith in yourself, having faith in the process, and having inner trust in believing that everything that you, like, this is definitely someone that needs to share the inside. Now, when I asked for conscious connections, I got the Death card in reverse and the Nine of Wands. Sorry, I said that in my head. I'm so sorry. And I feel like these conscious connections are kind of like the blockage. It's like I said, very distracted, very... okay, I want to ask why. Yeah. Okay, the Emperor. A lot of control issues. You may have been quite controlling in a relationship and very blocked, not sharing how you felt about somebody. Literally constantly on guard, not letting anyone in. Like, you might have had a lot of people coming forward that were quite loving towards you, and you've literally said, no, I want to do it on my own, and not really are willing to be compromising or change or transform any situation. With the Death card in reverse, we're sort of resisting. You know what I mean? So this conscious connections, because for me, that's like the art of distraction. You've just been so distracted by things and people and not really focusing on really trying to do better for any situation that was coming towards you. Even the people that you loved the most, you blocked them out too, because it was just easier to be in control of. The Emperor is not a bad card, but it is someone that is very dominant when it comes to their own energy and demanding of others, and very controlling of their environment. So, you did try to control a lot of your relationships, and the Emperor doesn't always express, he does have humility. Like, there's a really positive side to the Emperor. Like, you may have had a really good side one day and then a very negative side the other day, So you have to realize that sometimes that can be jarring for people that are consistent with their feelings towards you. And it can be very confusing when you're blocking them and then trying to control them from behind the wall. It's like yelling at someone to do stuff from behind a wall. You know what I mean? And they have to really come up close to that wall so they know you're there, but they can't quite touch you. They can't see you. They can't feel you. And all they're feeling is a brick wall. So when it comes to relationships, you may not have always played the best role, and you may be the villain in many stories towards others. But it could go vice versa, guys. It can be reversed as well, towards the other person doing this to you. Okay? So we're going to ask for every journey starts with a single step. Oof. Oh, yes. You got 3 cards. Like, there's a lot that you want to say and a lot that you needed to hear. But with every journey starts with a single step. The first card we got was the 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone that is abundant, independent, stepping out on their own, has all the resources they need. This is you going it on your own and being content to do so, but also manifesting and waiting. It's weird. It's like you've got everything you need, but you're waiting on that last pentacle to come forward. And see, we have the Devil and the 4 of Pentacles. So you're releasing. Oh, I like this. Thank you. Thank you, Aquarius. You're releasing negative and toxic patterns in your life that you've held on to so tight. This is the subconscious mind. You're bringing light to it. You're bringing hope and faith and growth to it. You're letting go of toxic behaviors here. You're escaping. Escape. You know what I mean? Escape. What is that from? Finding Nemo. I'm so sorry. 4 Pentacles. This is usually about holding on, holding tight, not releasing. In reverse, letting go of things, letting things out, letting things be seen, and just being like, here I am. This is me. I can't be any different than my true, authentic self. And I love that, Aquarius. That's why I'm so happy. Because you're moving out of this old phase because you've gone within and you see the light. You understand why you've been going through these cycles, and in the stepping forward onto your journey, finding that enlightenment, you're letting go You're releasing. Good time to do it too, coming up to this Taurus supermoon. So well done, Aquarius. I mean, within your energy, if this hasn't started, it is going to start. And now faith in the process, please. Faith in the process. Yeah, walking away. You're walking away from, and it's been hard. Yeah, I just realized how hard I felt that. It's hard. It's hard to just, like I mean, it's sort of like seeing things upside down as well. You're really looking at things from a different perspective. By walking away, you saw things differently. By letting go. But it hurt. It wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy. This is a speed bump. 8 of Cups in reverse. This is when you let go, walking away. And this is when you can't. Because I think I messed that up. What's happening is that, and the faith in the process, is that you can't walk away from this now. This is you owning everything that you've done, feeling every bump. And they want you to feel it. You can't run away, you can't hide. You have to just allow all these cups, because I feel like you might have affected a few people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a few cups that you need to refill and take care of and mend. This is you mending and asking for forgiveness and saying sorry. Because you can't walk away from it. You can't ignore it. It has to be done for you to heal. I like that. And it's in your emotional space as well, which we know is the hardest space for Aquarius. Yeah, because here we have look at that. Queen of Swords and 6 of Cups. So that's interesting, because this card's usually about truth and wisdom. You may have blocked reciprocated love in the past. And this is when you're coming forward and saying to someone, hey, look, I messed things up, but I still care about you. I still have feelings for you, and I'm sorry. And even though this person may reject you, I think this is your way of making amends. Queen of Swords doesn't necessarily mean, but it's like the divorcee. But I don't feel like it's a divorcee. I feel like this is just you coming forward with the truth in a very standoff way. But that's okay. You're standoffish, but you're still speaking it. You're still feeling it. You're still allowing it to come forward, because you know that you need to say and make amends with certain people in your life. Not just one. I feel like a few from your past. Because you've blocked people out. And maybe people that really truly cared for you, and that I feel like at least a couple that really cared about you. And you've kind of just been like, no, because this is the way I felt comfortable doing it. And then you realize, okay, I'm not really happy with what's going on now in my reality. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I going within and feeling a little bit down? I want to be happy. So you go about being happy by letting go and realizing, okay, I did mess a few things up along the way, and wanting to make amends for it. So Aquarius, we're going to see and bring in the person that you're dealing with, or thinking about currently when it comes to this situation. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars. Who are they currently dealing with? In their love space, in their heart space, who are they thinking about? Who's coming towards them in love? Who's this person in this reading? I'm asking a lot of questions because it's very different for all of you. So, one card, please. Ooh. Why did you say that? They just said the Queen of your heart. Queen of Cups. You may be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or just someone you see as a really beautiful soul. This is like someone that really captured your heart, that you really loved, and that may have really offered you their cup many times. Quite a beautiful soul here. Empathetic, healing, intuitive. This person may have known you more than you've known yourself. She may have said something. She, he. It doesn't matter about the card or sex. It's just about the essence of this person. So definitely someone very kind and loving and trusting. Let's see more into the situation. You have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Stubborn energy, conflict. Okay, so when it comes to this person, they may also be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, an earth sign as well, just putting it out there. But there was a lot of stubbornness and conflict, like harsh words were spoken. This definitely could have been a breakup for sure with you and this person. But it's sort of like the stubbornness broke us up, you know, that caused the conflict because there was no flexibility. Or this person's like, here, give me your cup. Okay. You may have more, you may express love by sex, Aquarius. You and this person may have spoken a different type of love language. This person may want emotional commitment, emotional depth, they're wanting to know you deeper, you know, like intimately, which you found quite hard because you have very strong boundaries when it comes to your emotions. And or they could have been, you could have wanted emotion and they could have wanted physical, you know, I'll show you how I love you by my physical affection towards you. So this could be, you know, like more for you express love through sex, and then it would cause the conflict because I feel like this person, it kind of muddies the water for them. They get a little confused, they ask questions, you don't like the questions, or they don't like the questions, vice versa. Please read it how you want. And it caused this breakup or conflict of interest. How do they feel about Aquarius at this moment, in this current time? How do they feel about Aquarius? Oh, I see it. There we go. Card just sitting there, upside down. Page of Wands. Yeah, here's the Page of Wands upright. I'm not really happy with you, I can tell you that. I feel like this person's saying you've burnt your bridges with me. You've burnt your bridges with me. This person might have been a little bit immature towards you after the breakup, or after the disconnection, or after the harsh words were spoken. They're like, you know what, I'm done. This person has decided they're done. Usually good news, but in reverse, not very happy with you. Let's just put it like that. They're not very happy. And then I just felt the bridges being burnt here. You burnt your bridges to this person. This is why you know why you have to be vulnerable, and why this person may reject you. That's your insecurity, isn't it? Yeah, but look, you're still looking at them. They may be still looking at you as well. Page of Swords coming forward. Yeah, maybe a little bit of, if there is communication, not the greatest type of communication, a little bit. It's definitely tense with these like this. Five of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords upright. Very tense energy between the both of you. Three of Cups. But yeah, I feel like you're part of a community with this person. So you may have a lot of mutual friends, family members that still communicate with both of you. There's a lot of celebrations, and I want to say Three of Cups could mean there is someone else in the picture for you or this other person. So they may have moved on, but they still have feelings for you. If they didn't have feelings for you, then they wouldn't be so tense. You know what I mean? Like, they're mad at you, and you're mad at them. And one of you may have moved forward or moved on, but still having emotional connections to this person. You know, definitely very stubborn energy, neither wants to budge. The Three of Cups can also mean reconciliation. So you may want reconciliation with them. You know, you may bump into them all the time at parties, or I don't know if anyone's socializing in that way at this moment with Corona in the world. You may work at the same workplace, but you know, you're definitely bumping into this person more often than you'd like. Well, you'd like to, but you know, and they may have a significant other. So I'm going to ask for advice from Spirit. Some advice, please, for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Okay, just going to let that fall. Oh, you've got 3 major arcana. Advice from Spirit. Oh. Ooh. Actually, you got 4 cards. Now here, with the High Priestess, you're definitely keeping things to yourself, but you have to realize that you have to be in the flow of your energy. I just want to say you'll instinctively know what to do about the situation. And yeah, you may have to be closed-lipped for now, but you're definitely observing. I feel like you're looking for weakness in this union. Maybe this person has moved forward or they're currently interested in someone else. But you're looking for the weaknesses in their union, in this other person's life. And not in a negative way, but, you know, you're definitely keeping an eye on them. You're definitely keeping close-lipped while you can't, while you're going through this sort of enlightenment. But here, once again, the 9 of Pentacles. So definitely reinforcing stepping into your journey, getting in tune with who you are, get intuitively in tune with who you are as a person, building independence, going solo, but being abundant in yourself. You know what I mean? Connecting to your intuition and using it to propel you forward. Because when you propel yourself forward, you move out of the funk of being stuck. And like I said, when you want to start moving forward and there's people in your life that are quite happy with you being stuck, they're not your people. Okay, and here with the Fool card, a golden opportunity awaits. Like, just trust and believe. Take that leap of faith. Believe in who you are. That's the faith in the process. Oh, your cards are just, oh, they're really, I love them. And here with the Strength card, knowing you have enough strength within to do this. You have enough. You are enough. Remember, you are enough, Aquarius. You are enough. Moving forward into something quite delicious, you know. Inner strength, the Strength card here is a beautiful card. It's saying, you know, it's talking about soothing the beast. This is where we're learning to respond and not react. And it changes your whole perspective. It changes your whole reality. When you're in tune with yourself, with this High Priestess card, and attuning to who you are with your vibration, and knowing, getting in touch with your insight, it propels you into quite an abundant space where you're independent of yourself. So this is the 9 of Pentacles. You know, you have everything you need already. You are enough. Having faith in the process, taking a leap of faith, understanding that new beginnings are coming, and it's a good thing. Change is not scary. You know what I mean? And it's just time for you to take that journey. And here, knowing that you can, having faith and strength in who you are, being loving and compassionate to yourself, learning to respond and not react. You're growing up. Everyone's growing up. Isn't it awesome? Okay, Aquarius. Hopefully this resonates with you. Enjoy this reading. And like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.